You spent the first years of your life surrounded by people who loved you. So why can't you remember any of it? Think about it. You probably remember things from school. Maybe your first day at a new place. Maybe a birthday, a holiday, or even something completely embarrassing that happened years ago. But your first steps? Your first words? The moment you learned to recognize your parents? For most people, those memories are simply gone. And the strange part is, your brain was already working the entire time. So why doesn't it remember? The answer begins with something you might not expect. Your childhood brain wasn't necessarily bad at creating memories. It was bad at creating the kind of memories you can still access decades later. When you were very young, your brain was developing at an incredible speed. You were learning faces, sounds, emotions, movement, language. Basically, you were building your entire understanding of the world from scratch. But there was a problem. To create a long-lasting autobiographical memory, your brain needs more than just an experience. It needs a way to organize that experience. And one of the most important pieces of that puzzle is language. Imagine something happening to you when you're 2 years old. You might experience fear, excitement, happiness, or surprise. But you probably can't think, this happened to me on Tuesday, and I felt this way, because you don't have the same ability to describe your life with words that you develop later. And that matters because language gives your memories something incredibly useful, a structure. Instead of simply experiencing something, you can eventually turn it into a story. I was 5 years old. I went to this place with my parents. Then this happened. Now your brain has something it can connect to other memories. And this is where things get even stranger. You may have noticed that some people claim they remember being a baby. They might describe a crib, a room, a face, or even something someone said. But that doesn't necessarily mean the memory is genuine. Sometimes, what feels like a real memory can actually be reconstructed from photographs, family stories, or things you've heard repeatedly. Your brain doesn't store your childhood like a perfect video archive. It rebuilds memories. And every time you remember something, you can potentially change a tiny part of it. So that strange image you have of yourself as a baby, it might be a real fragment of memory. It might come from a photograph. Or it might be your brain creating a story around information you've collected over the years. And that's what makes childhood memories so fascinating. You live through the beginning of your own life, but your adult brain may never be able to watch the footage. There are no memories of your first day on Earth waiting somewhere inside your mind. Just fragments, feelings, images, and eventually, a story that your brain learned to call me. So the next time you look at a childhood photo and think, I don't remember this, remember something even stranger. You were there. Your brain just wasn't ready to remember you yet. The first years of your life shaped everything about who you are now. Your personality, your attachment style, your deepest fears and greatest strengths, they all have roots in that time. But the memories themselves? They were never meant to last. Your brain had bigger priorities back then. It was learning to see, hear, move, speak, trust, and love. And that was far more important than remembering the details.